Hello and welcome to Yoga Essentials with Ashley. Hope you had a wonderful week and welcome back. I hope there are some new people here that want to try out simple, smooth, God-centered yoga in our series on how to meditate. And today our intention is going to be on sense perception, on our senses, our sound, our taste, our touch, our sight. All these things are our senses. And so let's go ahead and prepare together as we prepare our heart, our mind, our body, and our spirit to be able to meditate deeply on our senses, using our senses. And so today will be kind of a fun exercise. And so let's go ahead and sit up nice and straight, nice and tall. Bringing the hands to heart center. Start to move the hands, the palms back and forth. Setting our intention today of opening our heart to unify our heart, our mind, our body, and our spirit to help us in our practice today to come to a deeper meditation. As you inhale, see the light moving up the spine. As you exhale, see it moving down. Inhale, squeeze the hands together, bring them to heart center, slightly tuck the chin. As you inhale, see this light again moving up the spine. And exhale, moving down, awakening all of our senses, all of our systems in the body. And let's go ahead and awaken all parts of our soul by resounding our own gong, our own sound, which will be our intention today. So inhale deep. Om. Again, inhale. Om. Last time. Om. Good. Now inhale deep all the way. See those spirals of energy moving up the spine, the two spirals surrounding the central energy there, all the way to the crown, and connect with that golden chain of those who have come before us. And go ahead and release hands to the side, fingers straight down, and from the heart ever outward as far as you can imagine. Imagine yourself connecting with the light of Christ in and through all things. Become one with this light, this animation, this life. When you're done, bring the hands to the knees, come back to the breath. And we're going to do a breathing exercise today. And we're going to do 4 square breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4. Suspend the breath up. Don't hold it and tighten the face and everything in the body. Just let it be up for 4. And exhale for 4, 3, 4. Suspend the breath out. 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 3, 4. Suspend the breath. And exhale. Suspend the breath out. Inhale. Continue on your own count. 4, Good. One more full square of 4. And when you've come to that last breath, come to natural breath for a few. Focusing deeply on the breath. This is meditation, when you focus deeply upon one thing. Let's go ahead and start to move. We're going to inhale, turning the head left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Continue this pattern. Bring the arms up, fingers in front, thumbs in back. Twisting a little bit more each time, loosening muscles around the spine. Good. Come to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring those elbows up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Fingers kind of loosening, going behind the head. Good. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Let's go ahead and squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release them. Let them drop down. If this is too much on the shoulders, just inhale them up. Exhale them back down gently. Breathing in and out through the nose. Good. Inhale up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale, release. Beautiful job. Go ahead and bring the feet connected in front of you. And start to flap those butterfly wings, those knees up and down. Good. Releasing those hips. Start to make them bigger and bigger. Good. And start to slow them down. And here, while we're here, if you're seated, you can go ahead and just bring those legs out and rotate the knees in and out. We're going to inhale up. So if you're seated, grab another chair, put it in front of you, and you're going to exhale, fall forward, holding on to that chair or the floor. As you inhale, you're going to elongate the spine, and exhale, release more. Walking those fingers out. And hold it down. Good. Inhale, right back up. Let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. And if you are using a chair today, you can just go ahead and stand and use the back of a chair or a walker, whatever you have available to you. So if you're on a chair, you're just going to stay seated and move the spine in and out, up and down. Okay, so plant those hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Plant the tops of the feet on the floor, and you're going to inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Continue this pattern, loosening the spine. If you're seated on a chair, you're just going to move that belly button forward and back. Checking that chin on the way back and lifting it on the way up. So continue on with this. Good. Inhale up. Squeeze. And exhale, round. Releasing that head and neck. Good. Stretching back. So if you can, on your chair, if you're standing, hold onto the back of it and stretch that head through. Good. Right here, we're going to karate chop hands where the palms are facing each other. And keeping that head down, you're just going to inhale the right arm up, exhale it down. Left arm up, exhale down. Using that breath. Good. And walk those fingers out, stretch more. Good. And you're going to press yourself up again. So if you're on a chair, it's going to look like this. You're going to come back. And you're just going to touch one knee and then the other. If you're able, and if only a little, and only a little. Honor your body where it's at. So go ahead and stretch out right arm and the left leg. Toes are tucked underneath me. I'm going to bring opposites up and then touch elbow to knee. And we'll do this for a few. Warming up that core, keeping the belly tight, back tight, squeezing at the top. Using that breath. Inhale up, exhale, and release. We're going to switch sides. So inhale up, touching the knee and the elbow. A few more here. Using that breath. Last one. Good. And come to seated. And if it's more comfortable sitting on your seat bones, you can do that or come to the knees. You're just going to inhale the arms up and exhale down. Inhale up, looking up to the ceiling, exhaling down. Last time, inhale up and exhale down. Just rest those hands on the thighs. Okay, we're going to clear out the energy up here that we hold on to, the arc line. We hold energy within us and without us, and our body presents it. And many of us are very unaware of it. And so we are going to practice today clearing that energy we hold up here so that we can have a more clear divine connection and communion So inhale those arms up, about a 60-degree angle. You're going to have the finger pads on the tops of the palms of the hands, and thumbs are out as if we're creating this rainbow arc here. Slightly tuck the chin. We're going to do breath of fire. It's a projected breath out and a natural inhale. And we're squeezing that diaphragm when we do that. If you have a hard time doing it, just do it with the mouth open and the tongue out. It's like puppy breath is another term for it. So go ahead, begin. If you're on your menstrual cycle or you're pregnant or have a hard time with fire breath, then just go to long, deep breaths. Almost there, keep going. Now breathe all the way out. Inhale and bring those thumbs together up above the head. Spread the fingers. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Squeeze that energy all the way up to the spine. Inhale. Stretch those hands long. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Squeeze the energy up, up, up. Inhale. This is the last time. Exhale. Squeeze the energy up. Now inhale. Stretch, 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 and spread those fingers wide and down, sweeping that energy all the way down to the thighs, and stay here for a few breaths. That moves a lot of energy. And beautiful job. We're just going to do a few breathing twists, and then we'll get into our how to meditate, our intention of the senses today. So inhale, left, twist, exhale, right. Inhale, left, exhale, right. A few more each side. And come to natural breath. And come to a comfortable seated position. And the chapter we're focusing on is the sense perceptions. You can use anything as an object of meditation. You can use anything that is happening to you, whether it's the arising of thoughts or strong emotions or sense perceptions. Your object can be sheer delight for you, or it can be sheer misery. It's your choice. For example, if you focus on a smell during your meditation, you might find yourself thinking, "That's a terrible smell. We shouldn't use that kind of incense." Or, "Oh, they're burning the oatmeal, and when I eat burned oatmeal, I get terrible indigestion, and I don't feel well for days." Once again, you're off and you're angry at the cook, and you're packing your bags and you're leaving the meditation retreat, and it was all because of a smell. Meditating on our sense perceptions, hearing, sight, feeling, taste, smelling, helps us to see that even the littlest thing can turn us toward full-blown internal warfare. Or a sense of perception can just run us around in circles and keep us living in a fantasy world. They can show us how basically we cause our own suffering because we allow the most simple sense to bring back a memory that can then escalate difficult emotions. On the other hand, they also are opportunities for us to enter pleasure, delight, and joy. The senses are so alive, and they can bring us right to the center of the present moment. Meditating with the sense perceptions allows us to directly connect with the immediacy of our experience, which is our gateway to limitless experience. The vastness of this world, again, these very same sense perceptions can keep you locked in. A sound can trigger a memory from a decade ago. A smell might make you think of how you need to clean out your refrigerator. When we meditate with our sense perceptions, we interrupt the momentum of thoughts and come back to the sound or the smell or the feeling, or whatever sense you've chosen to place your attention on. If you can start to practice this way with every little thing throughout your day, you'll find that when challenges arise, you have tools for practice. You're used to interrupting the momentum of a trail of thoughts, such as, there's something wrong here, what have I to solve? Or, I'm a failure, or whatever the familiar story is. Through meditation, you're training in interrupting the momentum of the wandering mind and going right to the experience itself, which I've been calling the felt sense of the experience. If you interrupt the momentum and abide with the felt experience of the moment, you find a doorway into the full possibility of awakening in this life. When we come into the immediacy of our experience, it is a non-dualistic experience. In other words, by using our sense perceptions in meditation, we are coming into oneness with the sound or smell, rather than dividing ourselves in half. For most people, the most accessible way to have a direct experience is to feel it physically. You feel it in your body. But there's also an atmosphere to the experience of a smell or sound or sight. Outside of the sensation, there's also awareness of the sensation. Sound is the object of meditation. Often people cannot really have a direct sense perception of sound because a sound invokes something in them that clouds their perception. It's the same with sight. You see something, and rather than being able to use it as an object of meditation, this particular sight has so many emotional associations that you become lost, and you can't really see, but you can keep coming back. You can just keep coming back. But this requires acknowledging that we bring a lot of baggage and conditioning along with us to this practice, which often causes us to get lost. And then we just have to keep coming back to the direct perception. I have a story about an inmate in prison that communicates the complexity of our sense perceptions. I've heard the sounds in prison. It is deafening because people are in their cells, and the way they communicate with people on other sides and all the way up the tiers is they yell. And they have developed the capacity to have a conversation with someone 3 tiers up. And they can actually hear each other going back and forth because they just tune out everything else. And they just hear that. But for the untrained ear, it is just deafening because there are hundreds of these conversations going on, plus television sets and a lot of noise and a lot of just yelling, real yelling, very heated conversations. So this man was sent a tape, and it was a tape of the ocean sound. Someone found out he was doing some yoga, and they sent him this relaxation tape. He wore headphones to listen to it. He found it so relaxing just listening to the ocean. He thought, I'm going to do these guys a favor. I'm going to broadcast the sounds of the ocean, then everyone on the whole tier is going to chill out and relax. He rigged up his tape so everyone could hear the sounds of the ocean, and this simple action started a major panic attack. Someone said, You hear that? What is that? The prison was on the water, and so few people heard the tape as the sound of the ocean rising. They started to panic, and then everyone was in a total panic. People were yelling things like, I can see the water coming in, it's beginning to rise. They were screaming at the guards, Unlock our cells, get us out of here. I thought this story was so interesting. Maybe even a few of you panicked when you read about this man's experience, because at some point in your life, you were in a flood, or the ocean rose and swept away your home when you were a little kid. For most people, the sound of the ocean is very soothing, but there was also this whole other meaning that was imputed on the sound. This is a perfect example of what you're up against when you practice direct perception, the direct, unfiltered experience of anything. Our perceptions come with a lot of baggage. So that's why gently acknowledging that you're lost and gently come back is important. And if your experience of a direct perception has triggered a deep trauma reaction or panic, then be gentle with yourself and stop the practice altogether. Return to your practice when you feel ready to begin again. We're going to do a meditation exercise using sound as the object. So get comfortable, close your eyes, and listen. When you sit for this practice, begin by checking your posture and getting as comfortable as you can. For this practice, try not to move. The intention behind not moving isn't to be harsh. It's meant to heighten your awareness, so you don't spend the whole time wiggling around trying to get comfortable. For a moment, sit and relax into your body and notice whatever is going on with your body and your state of mind. No judgment. Just relax and notice your mood, the quality of your mind, the way your body is feeling. Next, notice the sounds around you. Let sounds be the object of your meditation. You're doing shamatha practice here, where you take an object of meditation and you let that be. Give all your attention to that sound. When your attention wanders, simply come back to the sound. First, listen to distant sounds. You might hear closer sounds, just a little rustling or something nearby. Listen to distant sounds, and then, if there are closer sounds, listen to those too. There's no good or bad in this. Just relax and open and listen. If thoughts take you away, realize that. Then just come back to listening. Listen to the sound of the silence, which might be punctuated by a sound in the distance or something moving near you. Listen to the sound of your heartbeat. Sound doesn't have to be an interruption. It can be the object of your meditation. You can include it, and you can welcome it. If you'd like to meditate on sound a little longer, pause the video now. At the end of this practice, just relax and come to a restful posture that is right for you. Sound is very interesting as the object of meditation. Somehow the feeling of freshness, of big space, and complete relaxation comes through. There is something very expansive about listening to sound. Allow sound in as a support, as your best friend on this path of uncovering the natural awareness of your mind. Go ahead and come down to deep relaxation. Inhale. And exhale, relax the whole body. Relax the toes and the feet the ankles, the lower legs, the upper legs, and the hips. Relax the middle back, upper back. Relax the shoulders. Relax the fingers and the palms and the wrists. The lower arms and the upper arms, the back of the neck. Relax the jawbone. Swallow to relax the tongue and the throat. Relax the cheekbones and the bridge of the nose, the eyes and behind the eyes, forehead, sides of the head, the back of the head, the top of the head. Relax. Breathe. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and start to wiggle the fingers and the toes to steadily awaken the body. Roll the wrists and ankles in small circles one direction and the opposite direction. Inhale, stretching the arms up over the head, stretching the whole body, and exhale, bring them back. Inhaling one knee up at a time, rolling back and forth, massaging that spine. And straighten the right leg as you bring the left across and straighten the opposite arm. And inhale, do the opposite side. Inhale, them back up to the chest, rocking back and forth left and right. And rock and roll up a few times. Or go to the side and press yourself up gently, making your way back to the place we began. Listening to the sounds of your heartbeat and things around you. Using it as a meditation now that we've practiced together. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Let's inhale together to honor this practice with one another, the divine that's inside of you, and me and all things, and in our Creator. Inhale deep. Sat-nam. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you had a great experience. And I'll see you next time. Take care.